FNAF fans, welcome back to another Five Nights at Freddy's video. Now I'm so excited because we are going to be doing a lore breakdown of Five Nights at Freddy's 4. Before we get started, make sure you hit the subscribe button because not a lot of you are subscribed. So, FNAF fans, we must come together. We are going to explore FNAF 4. In the background will be my attempt in Five Nights at Freddy's 4 420 mode. And it was just me speaking about Five Nights at Freddy's 4. So, let's do this. So guys, Five Nights at Freddy's 4. What is Five Nights at Freddy's 4? It's the fourth game in the FNAF franchise, and it was considered the final chapter of the game, of the entire series at first. But now it's like, it's just another game in the timeline. And speaking of timeline, in the timeline sense, let's just start this up. And so yeah, this is my FNAF 4 420 mode attempt that I recorded a long time ago, and this will be playing in the background as I'm talking. So there you go. All right, so in a timeline sense, it's said that this game takes place in the 1980s in the mind of a child, the crying child specifically, or the son of the Afton family, the youngest son. And what happens is that in the mini games, we witness his story from beginning to end. He's bullied by his own older brother. He cries so much. His only friend is a psychic friend, Fredbear.
He's here, he's there, he's everywhere. Who you gonna call? Psychic friend Fredbear.
And he just keeps walking around, like calls his plushies his friends, his only friends, and then he just gets jump scared by his brother and all that. Then he finds himself at Fredbear's family diner, where this was back then when the spring locks were more prominent. He runs away from the place, but then eventually in the fifth night, he is killed by his own brother, by him lifting him up with his friends and putting his head, his poor little head, into the mouth of Fredbear. And then, based on his tears and all that, it went onto the spring locks and it snapped shut, causing what we call the bite of 83, not the bite of 87. So yeah, when Markiplier reacted to the bite of 87, that is like we all thought it was the bite of 87 back then, but it's not. It's the bite of 83. So it's a different, and I think in one of the nights, proof of it is when you go up to the TV and the Fredbear and Friends pops up after a couple seconds. So yeah, this game takes place in the 1980s in the mind of a child who's in a hospital, but by the end of night 6, he flatlines, he dies, which is a very sad story. That's the mini games, and that's pretty much the story of FNAF 4. But let's talk about the gameplay. Yeah, while you're right now in your deathbed, the child is dreaming about being in his room with 2 doors to the side and a closet in front of him, and a Freddy plushie behind him, to keep him company. But little did he know that he is surrounded by a bunch of nightmare animatronics, and they're all trying to kill him, which I'm not sure if this is true, but here is something that I've recently learned, that possibly this part right here is a simulation. The nightmares out there are real, just that with an illusion disc, they look like they're monstrous selves in the game. but they're actually just like handmade William Afton animatronics that are coming to, like, you know, do some experimentation on kids, which is very sick. William Afton strikes again. He is such an evil prick. I can't believe it. So yeah, that's it. Like, William Afton is a very evil person, and he deserved what he got at the end of the next game. Well, no, in the next 2 games, he got what he deserved in FNAF 3, but he needed more. He still stayed alive even after all that. But this takes place before all that. This is like, we're experiencing the Afton family story. And in the next game, which I need to play after FNAF World, I'm going straight to Sister Location, because that, I'm not going to do a lore breakdown of that game. I'm probably going to do like a FNAF World lore breakdown. I just decided, you know what, I'm just going to get it out of the way. It's not really canon, but it is something. So as we continue speaking, so I just want to say hi. How you guys doing? Like, I never really get a chance to speak to you guys because I'm always focused on playing video games, but I need to like interact with you guys more often. So I've been thinking, should I go live, like, so I can speak to you guys? I want to get to know you guys because I want to be a big FNAF YouTuber, a big one, not the best one. And it's like, in order to do that, it's going to take a lot of work, and I'm only at, oh, look at that. So yeah, Nightmare is there now, and so like, that's pretty. Let's do this real quick. If you hear it in the background, that is, it's now playing in the background. So yeah, there's really not much to talk about FNAF 4. That was pretty much it. That's pretty much the lore breakdown of it. I believe it will be more explained. So, oh, I forgot. So I would like to talk about this. I would like to talk about this in like the FNAF Sister Location thing, but this place is connected to Sister Location. But in a way, if the simulation theory is true, this is like connected to Sister Location, and like, we're not really the crying child. We're just a random child. We're just a random child who was captured by the Sister Location animatronics, and we are just being tested by William Afton right now. But yeah, my experience with FNAF 4 is a bit terrifying at first. When I was first playing it back in 2015, I literally couldn't get past the first night because I was so scared of the game. And when I finally reached night 6 and beat night 6, I couldn't beat Nightmare Mode, and that's when FNAF World came out. And like we all thought this was the final game in the FNAF series, and there you go. That was 420 mode, and that was my timer pretty much. And that was my timer. So yeah, I like, everywhere else I have like the other attempts of all the other games, even like FNAF 2 beating 1020 mode and all that. As you can see, hardest Saturday, not actual normal Saturday, and then, you know, 5020 mode. You do not get this cutscene, so we'll talk about that later in like an Ultimate Custom Night lore breakdown when I play Ultimate Custom Night on this channel. But I want to say thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please leave a like and subscribe. I know I say the same thing every video, and I know that I'm probably a boring YouTuber to you guys, but I appreciate each and every single one of you, and I'm gonna try my best to improve, become a better YouTuber that you guys can enjoy every time. So that was my FNAF 4 lore breakdown. As much as I learned, if I missed anything at all, go down in the comment section below and tell me what I missed. I will like address it in the next video, in the next lore breakdown. So till next time, this is Dr. Sprenlock signing off.